All right, how's it going, everyone? I am the Emerald Raider, and I'm joined by
the Jade Elf.
And where we last left off, we were just getting told that his whole entire police force sucks by this guy, and we offered our help to him. Now we're gonna go ahead and continue going through the city to see if we can get any of our Denerim quests done.
Leave me to my business.
Guy still does not want to talk. This lady's got something on her, so.
Abrin.
Don't stare at me, Cho. I can have my father send you south to fight Darkspawn, you know.
She can have her father send us south, you know.
Hello.
Hello. Novice. What?
Yoink. It's an enchantment.
Oh. Mages Collective bag. Bag? That's weird.
Welcome, friends. Welcome to Wade's Emporium. We have the finest armors in Denerim, maybe in all of Ferelden. How may we assist you?
Let's see. What do you have for sale? Tell me about Wade. Could you tell me about the city? Farewell. Tell me about Wade.
You're obviously not from around here. Wade is possibly the most brilliant armorsmith in all of Ferelden.
That's not true, Heren. The dwarves of Orzammar make the finest armors around. These piles of rust droppings you forced me to make are worthless compared to their work.
Well, hello.
Never let me have the time, the materials to make something special.
Customers expect their armor in a timely fashion, not years late like the last time.
That happened once, just once, and you never let me.
Why are you suppressing his genius? Who's in charge here?
I am.
Wade owns the Emporium, but without expert assistance and, well, prodding, let's just say the Emporium has improved substantially with our partnership.
But I do miss the good old days. I could really take my time to make quality.
Oh, by all means, you can return to them. And to the gruel you used to fancy.
No. Sorry, Heren.
All right. Do you want to see what he's got for sale?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Certainly.
All right, he ain't got shit I want. You can't make nothing special, bud.
Your wish? I'll do it.
Ooh, a love letter. Read it.
Yoink.
To one's paramour. When last we embraced, one noticed the redolence of another's company, but one wasn't mindful. His most eminent Sir Feather Hapsmith, Oswald III. Dang!
Okay,
That
why
was a
was
long
that
ass
locked?
name. Huh?
Why was that locked?
I don't know.
Heren, the
But she done-
customers are bothering me again. What do I pay you for, anyhow?
Be trifling.
Sorry. Wade is a genius. Truly, you will be astonished by his work. But he doesn't deal with customers. If you need anything, please ask me.
And tell her I don't want her looking over my shoulders making doe eyes at me either. I'm thinking, blast it all.
Truly sorry, sire.
Wow.
The customers again.
Wow. He's
Welcome back.
bratty.
You looking for fine armor?
Yeah, we asked everything. Oh, we didn't ask about the city, did we?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
The city is full to bursting. With people from the country coming, trade is thriving. Especially those that deal in weapons and armor. Master Wade is especially in demand.
Okay.
Come again.
I could have sworn he could make you something special, but maybe we just are not there yet.
Or maybe if it's just a dwarf, you know, because
Maybe, yeah. I was gonna go talk to that hooded courier another time. Even though he keeps telling me no.
My sister's house. I'm almost sure of it. This is the right address. She could be inside. Could we go and see?
sure. Yes, let's do that. Wouldn't you rather meet her on your own? We don't have time for this, really. Yeah, let's do that. He wouldn't be asking me to
Does she
come.
even know I exist? My sister. That sounds very strange. Sister.
He makes me
I
laugh.
know I'm babbling. Maybe we should go. Let's go. Let's just
Yeah, if he wasn't afraid to go in by himself, he wouldn't have asked us.
He's just a big goof.
Yep.
Hello?
Hey, you have linens to wash?
Oh, it is
I charge
Goldana.
3 bits on a bundle. You won't find better. And don't trust what that Natalia woman tells you either. She's foreign and she'll rob you blind.
No.
I'm not here to have any wash done. My name's Alistair. Well, this may sound sort of strange, but are you Goldana? If so, I suppose I'm your brother.
My what? I am Goldana, yes. How do you know my name? What kind of tomfoolery are you folk up to?
He's telling the truth. Listen to him. Are you sure your information was correct, Alistair? Maybe you two should be left alone. Are you sure your information was correct?
Yes, I think so. I'm sure of it, in fact. Look, our mother, she worked as a servant in Redcliffe Castle a long time ago before she died. Do you know about that?
You! I knew it! They told me you was dead. They told me the babe was dead along with mother, but I knew they was lying.
They told you I was dead? Who? Who told you that?
Them's at the castle. I told them the babe was the king's and they said he was dead. Gave me a coin to shut my mouth and sent me on my way. I knew it.
A single coin?
Sorry, I
Wow.
didn't know that.
That would suck if it was just a
Babe
single one.
didn't die.
But I mean, better than dying.
I'm him. I'm your brother.
For all the good it does me. You killed mother, you did. And
What?
I've had to scrape by all this time. That coin didn't last long, and when I went back, they ran me off.
Wow. I don't think this was a very good idea. So is she everything you expected, Alistair? That's hardly Alistair's fault, is it? Yeah, that's hardly Alistair's fault. Don't be a
And who in the
B-word.
maker's name are you? Some elf
The
to
one
follow
who's
him
about to
about and
fuck
carry
up
his
Alistair's
riches
sister.
for him?
Ooh,
Don't
you
speak to her
racist
that way.
too.
She's my friend and a Grey Warden, just like me.
Oh, I see. A prince and a Grey Warden too. Well, who am I to think poorly of someone so high and mighty compared to me? I don't know you, boy. Your
I think
royal
I messed
father
this up for
forced
him.
himself on my mother and took her away from me. And what do I got to show for it? Nothing. They tricked me good. I should have told everyone. I got 5 mouths to feed. And unless you can help with that, I got less than no use for you.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Oh, I messed this up for her. Gosh dang it. Me being a jerk. Okay, let's try to fix it. Persuade, Goldana, Alistair came here hoping to find his family. You've got some nerve talking to your brother like this. This is your family. Perhaps you can help them out. It looks like all she wants is your money. Yeah, let's try to persuade her.
Well, he found it. And what good is that to me? None, that's what. Unless he can see to it that his family lives as it should.
I suppose maybe I could give her some money for my nieces and nephews. 15 sovereigns, maybe? Would you let me give her that?
Let you? Why am I in charge of that?
Yeah, he put us in charge of everything. He doesn't like to lead.
Oh my gosh.
Because we have our money pooled up, by the way. It's not just ours, it's the group's.
See, if it was just me and that was my sister, I'd be like, no, screw you. You could go freaking sell your goods if that's what you need to do to feed your 5 kids. Like over here being a jerk to me, just want me for my money when I want love. But Alistair, he's so nice. He just wants his sister. And if that's the way to get it.
He's what we call a pendejo.
Yes. He really is a pendejo. Yes, go ahead if you like. If you must, she'd better be grateful. What, are you joking? No way. If you must, she'd better be grateful.
Then here, Goldana, take this money. I know it's not much, but
You, a prince, marching in here with your fancy armor and such, and this is all you got to offer?
Oh,
I think I'm very
regrets.
stupid.
No, wait,
Regrets.
I don't think that at all. I want to help if I can.
You want to help? You go to whatever high and mighty folks you run with, and you tell them you've got nephews and nieces that aren't living as they've a right to. You do that.
They ain't got no
What?
right to live nowhere.
They don't.
You ain't even got a right to live, lady. You quickly running out of it.
Yeah, none of them have actual, like, royal bloodline. The only one who's got a little good blood in him is Alistair. Ooh, this girl's got me. Ooh, okay. It's true. You're going to be the king after all. This is the family you were searching for, Alistair. It looks like all she wants is your money. Let's go, Alistair. There's nothing for you here. Yeah, it looks like all she wants for you is your money.
Yes, it really seems that way, doesn't it? I wasn't expecting my sister to be so... I'm starting to wonder...
Aw, I feel so bad for him, though.
Or what you expected to find. But it isn't here. Now get out of my house, the both of you.
Can we steal the money back? Let's leave now. Someone ought to cut out that tongue of yours. Are you going to let her talk like that? This was a bad idea. Yeah, someone ought to cut out that tongue of yours.
No, just leave her alone. It's her house after all. Let's just go.
I hope he doesn't disapprove of what I said about her.
That was not what I expected, to put it lightly. I'm sorry I gave her any money at all. This is the family I've been wondering about all my life?
I'm sorry you gave her money too.
Me too. I'm sorry I helped you give her money.
I guess I was expecting her to accept me without question. Isn't that what family is supposed to do?
Why is there some weirdo staring at us?
I don't know. That is weird.
Idiot.
Maybe another assassin coming to get us, just waiting for the right moment to pounce. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry it turned out like this. Everyone is out for themselves. You should learn that. You don't need her. You have others who care for you. That's how it goes. We should really get underway. You're an idiot. How naive can you get? Damn. That's mean. You don't need her. You have others who care for you.
Such as? The only person who ever cared about me was Duncan.
We care about you. You're like our brother. Our little dumb brother. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry it turned out like this. I care about you more than you know. You have friends, Alistair, and I'm one of them. I'm sure that's not true. You have friends, Alistair. I'm one of them.
Thank you. I'm glad you came with me. Let's just go. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Oh,
moderate constitution. He got a level up. Approval of 3. He's warm to us.
Yeah, if I had put the flirty one, he'd be hot to us.
What's wrong with that? Can't do much better than a king. We lost 15 gold. Ain't no goddamn way he gave her 15 gold. Bitch, I meant 15 silver. I'm not upset. Just a little upset.
I'm sorry.
It ain't your fault. It's this dumbass fault.
I
know.
know.
A gold digging asshole when he sees her.
Good day. The market is busy, is it not? Come, rest here. I have the finest selection of flowers and Orlesian scented oils in all of Denerim. For you, perhaps? The oils are very relaxing in baths, no?
I have to go. I want something more practical. What's there to see in the market? Where are you from? Is this the lady she was talking about? No, that was Natalia. Now I'm actually inclined to believe that the other lady has better laundry doing than Goldana. What's there to see in the market?
Much of the city is still a mystery to me, but the markets is like my home. Circle and sorcelled objects can be found in the wonders of Thedas, in the alleyway north. The armorer, Wade, and his emporium are just to the south. If you need work, outside the rectory to the southeast is a chanter's board. And if your thirst is strong, head to the Nord Noble Tavern north of here. Be prepared, though. They do put on many airs.
Many airs. What does that mean? Okay. Where are you from?
I am from Orlais. You've heard of us, no? This Denerim is a fine city, but I miss my Varroyo. She's quite beautiful this time of year.
Why'd you leave?
Orlais has many, many good things, but it is sometimes not so good to be common. My brother had trouble with a chevalier and we departed shortly after.
Oh, yeah. I was about to ask you. What's a chevalier?
You know so little of Orlais here. The chevaliers
We
are
don't
ranked
like
at
the
highest
French
order.
over here.
They are the most skilled in the world.
Or at least
Their discipline,
Tirlogain doesn't.
formidable. For their service, they're allowed.
I like him way more than I like him, so.
They can do whatever
love
they
the
want
French
to the
here.
lesser born.
They can do whatever they want?
Yeah, they're
That's
nobles.
messed
Of course
up.
they can.
Wow. What sort of trouble did you get in?
A chevalier took an interest in me. It
Oh.
was his right, but it was unwelcome. Incensed, my brother hit him over the head with a pot. Such a thing is almost treason. We left that very night and came here.
Ooh,
That little punk
no
ass
wonder.
got beat by a pot. That's what he gets for being rapey.
Yep, very unnoble of him. But what your brother did is right. Striking a noble is a grave offense. Your brother was wrong. Those beasts are allowed to grape. But what your brother did was right.
Perhaps where you are from. But in human lands, things are sometimes not so clear.
We humans
Human.
over here
The
appreciate
chevaliers for their
graping.
skill, honor and deeds, but others tread lightly. As lightly as the mouse in the cat's den. If you will excuse me, I feel a touch lightheaded.
Okay, he tried to do that or he actually did it?
I think he tried to do it.
Good. Okay.
What is it?
Still
I have
scarring.
work to do. All right.
That's why I'm gonna yoink your stuff. The fuck was that?
What was
Oh,
what?
the dog leveled up. Key required. Don't all these require a key?
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. Won't find better. Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
Politics of Ferelden.
To our neighbors, Ferelden seems utterly chaotic. Unlike other monarchies, power does not descend from our throne. Rather, it rises from the support of the freeholders. Each freeholder chooses the ban or Arl to whom it pays allegiance. Typically, this choice is based on proximity of the freehold to the lord's castle, as it's worthless to pay for the upkeep of soldiers who will arrive at your land too late to defend it. For the most part, each generation of freeholders casts its lot with the same ban as our fathers did, but things can and do change. No formal oaths are sworn, and it is unheard of, especially in the prickly central Benorn, to ban court freeholders away from their neighbors, a practice which inevitably begets feuds that last for ages. Terrans arose from amongst the bands, war leaders who in antiquity had grown powerful enough to move other bands to swear fealty to them. There were many Terrans in those days before King Calenhad, but he succeeded in whittling them down to only 2. Gorin in the south, Highever in the north. These Terrans still hold the oaths of bands and Arls who they may call upon even if war or disaster, and similarly, the Terrans still hold responsibility for defending those sworn to them. The Arls were established by the Terrans given command of strategic fortresses that could not be overseen by the Terrans themselves. Unlike the Terrans, the Arls have no bands sworn to them and are simply somewhat more prestigious bands. The king is, in essence, the most powerful of the Terrans, although Denerim was originally Terraner of the king. It has since been reduced to an Arling, as the king's domain is now all for Ferelden, but even the king's power must come to the bands. Nowhere is this more evident than during the Landsmeet, an annual council for which all the nobles of Ferelden gather, held for the almost 3,000 years, except odd interruptions during blights and invasions. The sight of a king asking for and working to win the support of the lesser men is a source of constant wonder to foreign ambassadors. From Ferelden Folklore History by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar.
Dang. So that's what's happening right now is a Landsmeet.
This is happening now?
Yeah, that's what we saw when Tyr Loghain was all like, I'm king now. I mean, regent. And they were like, the fuck you are.
What can I get you, stranger?
Anyone need help? Maybe with something not strictly legal? Have you heard any rumors? Let me see what you have. Nothing thinks. Have you heard any rumors?
The Darkspawn have attacked Lothering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time they came either. Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners and burning down the buildings. And then they were gone. Just as quick. I wonder if there's anyone left. I heard some chanters were going...
Damn, we did all that work in Lothering for nothing?
Find some survivors. I'm not holding out hope myself. Anything else you need?
There's some hope for survivors, and at least, heard any other rumors?
There's terrible news. Everyone is talking about a battle in the north between Logain's men and Ban Bronik. Ban was utterly crushed. Someone told me that he was meeting with Logain to talk terms, but I don't believe it. Surely Logain would never attack someone attempting to parley.
Surely not. He's a man of honor, that one.
Wow, we have the option for more rumors? All right, let's hit it again.
Teyrn Logain has announced that whatever happened to Ban Bronik will happen to any other nobleman who doesn't live up to the oath he swore to serve the throne. There's a lot of folks angry about it. Some of the Bannorn who weren't saying anything are now saying that Logain is trampling on their rights as sovereign lords. Seems like more fighting is inevitable at this point, doesn't it? Sad state of affairs. Anything else you need?
All right, other rumors?
Just keep getting it until he stops talking?
Yep.
Arl Wolf has gone to Denerim to plead his case with Teyrn Logain, I hear.
This is Denerim.
Been hit hard by the Darkspawn, and Wolf wants the fighting over the throne to stop. Anything else you need? There's news come out of Redcliffe at
Oh
last.
my gosh.
Seems that Arl Eamon has come down with some deadly sickness.
This is a meme, by the way.
And he may even
He
die.
just keeps going and going and going. I think he does run out of lines, but he's got quite a few.
To Teyrn Logain
Oh,
when
wow.
the lands meet. Rather fortunate turn for Teyrn, no? Anything else you need?
Anything else you need?
There's been another clash. of
Rapid fire,
forces,
bro. Keep going.
This time north of Lothering. Both the Bannorn and Logain are saying that they won this clash. So we're not sure exactly what happened yet. From the sounds of it, I think the forces accidentally crossed each other and began fighting. What a bloody mess. Anything else you need? I hear the Dwarven King has passed on. Old as he was
No other playthrough, daddy.
That's how the dwarves normally go out.
That was his dad?
The Dwarven one,
Anything
yeah.
else you need?
Wow. Started real high up, huh?
There's news out of the Mage Tower.
Yeah.
The Circle of Magi had a close call. Demons got out, but the mages were able to
Oh,
overcome
the
it.
mages were able to overcome it,
Did a
huh?
lot of damage.
Yeah, definitely the
I know
mages.
mages bring such terror upon themselves, but I have to admit I'm glad we'll still have magic to wield against the Darkspawn.
Oh,
Anything else you
totally not the Grey Wardens.
Ban Serlek has announced he's siding with the throne. That's not surprising.
Oh my god.
Logain's. He probably fears what Logain might do to him if he turns. Anything else you need? I hear from folks traveling the East Roads that
This dude like
werewolves
keeps
in the
going and going and going.
Actual
Werewolves in the Brazilian forest.
They haven't been around since the days of Dane.
That's where our
Wait.
peeps are at.
Anything else you need?
Oh, what the heck?
Some hunters who range into the Brazilian forest say that a Dalish clan there has fallen to some kind of sickness. The blight, most likely. Poor sods. Anything else you need?
Damn, the elves are not doing good.
I heard a strange rumor the other day. King Caelan was...
Hopefully they can hold their own.
Meric's son, you see. Meric's real son is hidden in the bowels of Denerim's palace and has been since he was born.
That one's not true, bud.
Cakes all day to keep him content. Maybe he's simple. Or a mage. Meric's real son, a mage. Can you imagine?
Gasp.
Anything else you need? I've heard a rumor that the reason Queen Enora has never produced an heir.
The dog's like, oh my god,
It's a
dude.
curse from the maker for bringing a
This whole episode is gonna be this dude talking.
until someone of royal blood is put on the
That's
throne.
hilarious. I'm down for it, guys. Grab popcorn and hear this guy out.
Has been broken for good
The most
now.
knowledgeable motherfucker in all of Ferelden.
Habron,
You should have brought me
ruler
some
of Southwest,
Doritos
spent an exorbitant amount of a false
if you knew this was gonna happen.
Wait, hey, Bryn. That's that bitch that told us we can get sent to fight the Darkspawn if she tells her daddy. Right outside in the market.
Wow, this
I don't know what to tell you. Nothing I can think of at the moment. What can I get you?
We did come here for a
the
reason,
sigh
by
of
the way.
relief. Anyone help? He glances around for prying eyes and produces a few notes on behalf of the interested parties. Correspondence interruptus. R has a small request. It's always useful to have a big name in your pocket, and there's nothing better than snagging them with your knickers down. What? If in Travels Wide someone were to come across notes between illicit lovers, I have certain specialists who can make the most of the text, deliver to the bartender, and an investment towards future manipulation will be handsomely paid.
Solving problems. D requires swift action. I have trouble. A few of my more excitable young associates got a little nervous during a couple of delicate handovers. Suffice to say, a little mess needs attention. Life is normally cheap, but if word of this gets out, there will be consequences. Coin is assured.
Ooh, coin. Negotiation aids. K requests the following. The troubles of new blood seem to find me. I ruffled some feathers with my alternative tactics, and certain people have had me blacklisted by my primary suppliers. So I put this out there to those enterprising friends who want an ally and perhaps a little coin. 15 toxin extract samples will be more than enough to ensure I can continue building support. Simple, isn't it?
I like how we're like Grey Wardens and we got time to be like, yeah, let's help out the fucking criminals in the city.
Yeah, let's do some illegal stuff, guys. Novara.
Ooh, I think that's going to be in the new game too. Antiva definitely is. Tevinter is. I think Novara and Rivain. I don't know. I think we've heard Rivain before.
I think we have. I don't recall anything about it, but I remember hearing the name. Navarra. The fourth time I attempted to cross the border into Navarra from Orlais and was turned back by Chevaliers, I decided to take more roundabout path. A ship back to Ferelden and then another back to Navarra. The outcome was more than worth the trouble. The whole country is filled with artistry, from the statues and heroes that litter the streets and even the meanest villages to the glittering golden College of Magi in Cumberland. Perhaps nowhere is more astonishing than the vast necropolis outside Navarra city. Unlike most of other followers of Andraste, the Nevarans do not burn their dead. Instead, they carefully preserve the bodies and seal them in elaborate tombs. Some of the wealthiest Navarans begin construction of their own tombs while quite young, and these become incredible palaces, complete with gardens, bathhouses, and ballrooms, utterly silent, kept only for the dead. In pursuit of knowledge, the travels of Chantry Scholar. Brother G again. That seems counterproductive.
That's who we're here to see, is Brother G.
My shift's nearly over. Thank Andraste.
All the news is troubling these days. When will the war end? I shall.
Yeah, it seems kind of like, yeah, build the bathhouse and the palace for yourself, but...
Half sister, but yeah.
Oh, they're talking about...
You gave the woman money?
Yes.
Why would you do such a thing?
He has nothing to say about it. The Legend of Calenhad, Chapter 3. Calenhad's legend tells Lady Shayna harbored love for her king that went beyond friendship, a love that she had kept secret out of the sense of duty and honor. When offered a love potion by a witch in disguise, a witch who would later turn out to be the vengeance-seeking sister of Arl Simeon, Lady Shayna gave into temptation. She used the potion on Calenhad, but Queen Marion discovered the two of them together that night and, broken-hearted, fled Denerim to return to her father. She told Myrddin everything, and he angrily threatened to revoke his support of Calenhad and begin the Civil War. It is said that Lady Shayna felt remorseful at her manipulation of her best friend's heart and confessed her use of the forbidden magic to the court. Although her life was forfeit, Calenhad forgave Lady Shayna for what she had done and refused to have her executed. Myrddin fiercely roused the other Earls against Calenhad and Lady Shayna, and it was not long before Ferelden stood on the brink of civil war once again. Against Calenhad's orders, Lady Shayna went alone to Marion to plead for peace and plead her case, only to be found out by Myrddin and slain. Angered but also saddened, Calenhad challenged Myrddin to an honor duel, a fight neither of them wanted to, but both knew was necessary, and Myrddin was slain. The death of the king's greatest ally and important Earl was too much for the young kingdom to bear. The other Earls would not back down in their claims against Calenhad. The threat of civil war rose once again. Calenhad went to his wife one last time, then although none knew what he said to her, and then he simply vanished. He left with Meryn a proclamation abdicating his throne in favor of the son his queen carried in her belly, who eventually ascended to the throne as King Waylon I, the king, credited with establishing the Theron dynasty lasting to this day. Calenhad will never reappear. The legend of Calenhad himself only grew over time as stories and sightings multiplied, even long after the point when Calenhad could possibly still be alive. Some say he disappeared into the Korcari wilds or went to live with the dwarves or even became a monk in a reclusive Chantry order. The Chantry named Calenhad one of the anointed in 788 Storm. Calenhad's sword, Namitos, was left with Meryn and became a symbol of Ferelden kinship over the country. Rumors of its magical powers grew, and when it was lost in the ambush that killed King Venerin in 824, blessed, it was seen as a great blow to Theron line. Several false swords have appeared since that time, but never has the true sword resurfaced. From the Legend of Calenhad by Brother Heron, Chantry Scribe.
Moments like this when I truly appreciate the difference between you and me.
It is moments like this when I truly wonder at the difference between you and a toadstool.
Those two always at it.
Mommy, I could do that for you.
Ravain, speak of the devil.
Nowhere in my travels, not in the heart of Imperium, not the streets of Ozamar, have I felt so much as an outsider as in Ravain. The chant of light never truly reached the ears of these people. The years they spent under the thumb of the Qunari left most of the country zealous followers of the Khun. Resistance to the chants goes deeper than the Qunari War. The Ravaini refused to be parted from their seers, wise women who are in fact hedge mages, communicating with spirits and actually allowing themselves to become possessed. The Chantry prohibition against such magical practices violates the millennia of local tradition. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of Chantry Scholar, Brother G.
That dude has gotta be old as fuck, right?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Ashwraith. Legend has it that when Andraste's ashes were taken into hiding, some of her closest disciples gave themselves to the fire, that their restless souls might remain to guard her final resting place forever. Whether they are the spirits of Andraste's disciples or merely fade spirits, the temple that houses the sacred urn is filled with wraiths. Created from a burnt corpse, an Ashwraith is a powerful and amorphous opponent able to lash and smother while being immune to the most physical attacks. Even if successfully dispersed, it can reform at a later time. Magic is the only real way to fight such a creature, wind and ice attacks being the most useful. They are capable of creating small whirlwinds that are devastating to anyone unfortunate enough to get close, and their touch leaves a person drained. Well, that's good to know for the next Ash Wraith we meet. Just have Morrigan freeze it to death.
Allow me.
Yeah, those were tough. Ooh, a diamond.
Yoink. Look at that, Alistair. We got 2 of that 15 back.
Fortunately, he makes himself useful enough so that we actually forgive him.
Crimson Oar's mercenary, huh? Crimson Oar's leader, Edwina.
Huh. I suppose you want a drink now, do you?
Oh, what the heck? What did we do to you? Blackstone Quest, Denerim, Notices of Death. Warden, it is always sad duty to report the deaths of those who died in the service of the guild. Today this duty falls to you, should you accept it. With this letter, you find the names of 4 women recently widowed and letters giving condolences for the loss of their husbands. All 4 men were killed doing the work of irregulars, and we mourn the deaths of all who die in service to our ideals. Please handle this task with the discretion and care that I am confident you possess in spades. You must deliver these notes to the widows Irenian, Redcliffe, Lorena in Lake Calenhad, and Sarah and Tanya in Denerim. Many thanks to this difficult task, Relnor. Well, we're in Denerim for 2 of them. Restocking the guild. My good people, we're facing work coming in from two fronts and everyone must contribute. The irregulars are paid to pay any man or woman who comes forth with the gift of 20 health poultices. Yeah, 20 health poultices, no questions asked. If we work together, we can stock the irregulars for war. Relnor.
Why in the fuck would I give you guys health potencies?
We need them, guys.
Make
Codex
blessings
updated.
upon you, Warden.
Blackstone letter of condolences. Oh, these are the letters then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Are we supposed to read them?
My dear lady, it is with great regret that I must inform you of the death of your husband. He died as he lived, with the greatest honor, completing a task of vital importance to the guild. Rest assured that we will take vengeance on those responsible for his death. Please accept my condolences for your loss. Raynor Hawkwind. This letter is marked with the seal of the Blackstone Irregulars, and it is a copy and pasted letter toward 4 different women.
Wow.
I'm a Crimson Ore. Which way you looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skull. And now we drink more.
Why the fuck does he sound like a dwarf?
Crimson ores are very aggressive. He did sound like a dwarf. Waylon.
Emma, we heard that name.
Yes. What are you doing here?
Who are you? I'm looking for Brother Gentivi. Brother Gentivi, I presume. I'm sorry. I must be in the wrong house. I was just looking around. Who are you?
My name is Waylon. I'm the assistant of the scholar
He's the
Brother
assistant.
Genetivi. This is his house.
And where is he? I'm looking for him. Is it true he has found the sacred urn? Who is Brother Genetivi? I suppose I shouldn't barge in like that. Well, because I don't know if I'll be able to ask. Let's just ask about the urn.
He was on the trail of the Urn of Sacred Ashes, yes. Whether he found it, the Maker only knows. I haven't seen Brother Genetivi in weeks. He sent no word. It's so unlike him. I'm afraid something has happened. Genetivi's research into the urn may have led him into danger.
Do you think he's in trouble because of the urn? Why would searching for the urn lead him into danger? What do you think he discovered? Maybe he has found the urn and is studying it. Why would searching for the urn lead him to danger?
Perhaps the urn has been lost for a reason. I pray for Genetivi's safety, but hope dwindles with each passing day. I tried to send help, but some knights came from Redcliffe looking for him not long ago. I sent them after Genetivi and they too have disappeared.
What the heck? I'll succeed where they have failed and get Genetivi back. I must go after them. I need the urn for all Eamon. Where did you send them? Genetivi was close to finding the urn. I should help him. They may have been detained. I'm sure they're fine. I must go after them. I need the urn.
Now don't ask me where they went. You'll go after them. And what if ill luck should befall you too? This search is a curse on all of us. Some things are not meant to be found. I know that now.
Dude, I'm willing to risk it. Tell me where he went. I need to obtain the ashes or all Eamon will die. But the discovery of the urn would bring hope to so many. Ugh, just tell me before I lose my patience. Very well, I will not press you. Goodbye then. The discovery of the urn will bring hope to so many.
So be it. All he said before he left was that he would be staying at an inn near Lake Callenhard, investigating...
Oh, we need to go there too. Good. I'll head for the inn immediately then. What exactly was he investigating? I hope his trail has not gone cold. I hope I find the urn. The Arl is running out of time. Maybe you're right. I shouldn't get involved. What exactly was he investigating?
I don't know. All I discovered from going through his research was that he was staying at the inn.
Cunning, but you just said he spoke to you and told you that. Very well. I will head to the inn immediately. I suppose I'll ask him when I see him. Do the cunning.
Look at that. The fade paying off.
Yes, of course he told me, but I also went through his things to
why are
see
you
if I
stuttering?
could find
Yeah,
other
for
clues to
real.
his whereabouts.
Intimidate. You sound nervous, hiding something, and I suppose you found other clues. Oh, I see. I suppose I should head to Lake Callenhad. Perhaps I shouldn't follow him after all. Intimidate the man.
I know it sounds suspicious, but I swear I'm not lying.
Nobody said you were lying.
Difficult time for me, and sometimes I don't know what to think or feel. I want Genitivi to be rescued, but I don't want more people to be hurt. You understand, don't you?
Dude, we're Grey Wardens. Yes, of course. Then I shall find him for you. I don't know if I should trust you. Yes, and perhaps I shall take your advice and forget it. I'll find him for you.
Good luck. May you find the answers you seek.
Ooh, Codex too.
God damn.
Dang.
Only hint Waylon gave us is that he's at Lake Calenhad. We got so much stuff to do now. Look at that. That's why I love these games. RPGs, there's so much shit to do. We are trying to finish before the newest one comes out, but we got to do everything.
We're hoping to get there. We're trying to do the most. Brother Ferendon Genitivi, as it is the duty of all true sons of the Chantry to make the chant heard from every corner of the world, I made it my mission to find as many corners of the world as possible. The Maker can hardly expect us to do one without the other. Excerpt from In Pursuit Knowledge, The Travels of Chantry Scholar by Brother G. Brother Genitivi is one of the Chantry's most well-known scholars, primarily on the basis of stories he has published, with many of his contemporaries dismissed as fanciful of his travels across the length and breadth of Thedas. His travels and rather too curious nature led him to study a folklore, which gave him the notion that he could track down the most debated of all artifacts, the Urn of Sacred Ashes. He announced that he had found what appeared to be the trail of the urn, left in the legends of the regions through with which had passed Menrathis on its way into hiding.
Oh, Brother G, you silly man.
Ooh, a book. He really is. I wonder in what state we're going to find him. The History of the Chantry, Chapter 3. It is said that at the Battle of Valerian Fields, Mepharath stood and looked out over his armies. He had conquered the southern reaches of the greatest empire the world had ever known and built splintered barbarian clans into a force to be feared. With pride in his heart, he turned to congratulate his men and found that they had turned from him. Mepharath fell to the evil of jealousy. After all that he had done, his wife had won to receive all the glory. He saw his wife's power and influence and tired of his place as second husband below the Maker. His heart swelled with fury. If he had conquered just to have his wife wrested from him by a forgotten god and a legion of faith-hungry rabble, then perhaps this war was not worth the trouble. Here history and the chant of light comes apart. History tells us that Mepharath looked north into the Central Imperium and saw nothing but more war against the rapidly regrouping army, and he despaired. The chant of light holds the Mepharath chafed with jealousy of Maker and jealousy of the glory that Andraste received, although it was he who led the armies. Mepharath traveled to the imperial capital of Menrathis to speak with the Archon Hessarin. There he offered up his wife to the Imperium in return for the truce that would end hostilities once and for all. The Archon, eager to put down the voice of the prophet that stirred his own people against him, agreed. Mepharath led Andraste into an ambush where she was captured by Imperial agents, putting an end to her exalted march. Crowds of loyalists stood in the central square of Menrathis to watch Andraste's execution. By command of the Archon, she was burned at the stake in what the Imperium believed to be the most painful punishment imaginable. According to the Chantry, however, by the flames ascending to life at her Maker's side, According to the Chantry, however, Andraste was instead purified and made whole by the flames, ascending to life at the Maker's side. By all accounts, there was only silence where they expected screams. At the sight of the prophet burning, the crowds were filled with a profound guilt, as if they participated in a great blasphemy. So moving was the moment that the Archon himself drew his sword and thrust it into the prophet's heart, ascending her torment and leaving those assembled to consider the weight of what they had seen. Whereas the execution of Andraste was meant to be a symbol of defeat for the faith of the Maker, in truth it all but sealed the fate of worship of the old gods and paved the way for the spread of the Maker's chant. From the Tales of Destruction of Thedas by Brother G, Chantry Scholar.
Brother G's the fucking goat. I love how this guy was like, it's bullshit that my wife is getting all the credit for my goddamn victories, and his solution to that was, let's kill her. What the fuck?
He really didn't have his things in order, and I don't think he really loved her if he was willing to do that. You wouldn't give me up like that, right?
No,
okay.
I just stopped leading your armies until you gave me some respect on my damn name.
Dragon cults. Let us suggest for the moment that a high dragon is simply an animal, a cunning animal to be sure, but in possession of no true self-awarenesses or sentience. There has not, after all, been a single recorded case of a dragon attempting to communicate or performing any act that could not likewise be attributed to a clever beast. How then does one explain the existence of so-called dragon cults throughout history? One dragon cult might be explainable, especially in light of the reverence of the old gods in the ancient Tevinter Imperium. In the wake of the First Blight, many desperate imperial citizens turned to the worship of real dragons to replace the old gods who had failed them. A dragon, after all, was a god figure that they could see. It was there, or as real as Archdemon itself, and as evidence makes clear, did offer protection to its cultists. Other dragon cults could be explained in light of the first. Some cult members might have survived and spread the word. The worship of the old gods was as widespread as the Imperium itself. Certainly such secrets could have made their way into many hands, but there have been reports of dragon cults even in places where the Imperium never touched, among folks who had never heard of the old gods or any reason to. How does one explain to them? Make members of a dragon cult live in the same lair as High Dragon, nurturing and protecting its defenseless young. In exchange for the High Dragon seemed to permit those cultists to kill a small number of those young in order to feast on draconic blood. That blood is said to have a number of strange long-term effects, including bestowing greater strength and endurance, as well as an increased desire to kill. It may breed insanity as well. Navarran dragon hunters have said these cultists are incredibly powerful opponents. The changes in these cultists are a form of blood magic. Surely, but how did the symbiotic relationship between the cults and the High Dragon form in the first place? How did the cultists know to drink the dragon's blood? How did the High Dragon convince them to care for its young? Or know that they would? Is there more draconic intelligence than we have heretofore guessed at? No member of a dragon cult has ever been taken alive, and that accounts exist from the days of the Navarran hunters, record-only mad rants, and impossible tales of godhood. With dragons only recently reappearing and still incredibly rare, we may never know the truth, but the question remains. From the Flame and Scale, Brother Florian, Chantry Scholar.
Nice. I think that's why this game might be called Dragon Age, or why this age might be called Dragon Age, because dragons are reappearing.
Oh.
I think. Not sure. Anyway, on the next one, hopefully we'll stop finding quests and start completing some of them. If you guys did enjoy, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. We will catch you on the next one.